Is it just me, or did my hair sound like he just had oral surgery? Oh, man. I just got out of the dentist chair, but I just can't stand that Michael Berry on the radio talking about Muslims like this. I got to call him up, even though I got gauze in my mouth and half my face is deadened with that shot. I still got to call him up and light him up. I'm going to light him up.
Weird calls to do with that. 877-381-3811. You can contact me online at michaelberry.com. The show's website is marklevinshow.com. That's marklevinshow.com. I have a Facebook page. Always enjoy when folks look me up on there. Go to the fan page, not personal page, and you can send emails. I want to say thanks to Mark Levin for letting me sit in and for being a mentor to me. I'm in the process of writing a book. It's going to be a manual on civic activism. And Mark is my go-to guy on that as well, because best-selling political book of 2010, best-selling, I think, paperback at least, was Liberty and Tyranny. Who would have thought such a highbrowed book would be a bestseller? This country is craving for intellectual nourishment that gets us back to our foundation.
Just like my hair is craving another pain pill.
Bless his heart. See, that's what happens. You watch these tactics. The patterns play out. Did you hear what Maher tried when he started that call? Because that works. That works too often. When he called, hey, I think you and all the conservative talk show hosts, y'all hate Muslims. And you're supposed to go, no, not me. I don't hate Muslims. I love Muslims. Some of my best friends are Muslims. I'm sorry you were offended. I hope you're offended. I hope you're offended enough to do some house cleaning. I hope you are offended enough to think for yourself. We need to stop getting along in this country and start offending. You know who needs to be offended? Sheila Jackson Lee. Sit down and shut up, woman. You know who needs to be offended? Muslim terrorists and whoever coddles them. You know who needs to be offended? Katie Couric and members of the national media. Because if they can't see their own ratings and they're not offended by that, they need to be offended by the average, everyday American who's sick and tired of being lectured and called names by them. See, when you don't play their game, when you're smarter than them and tougher than them and unwilling to be guilted into silence, they got nothing else. They're one-trick ponies. That's all they got. That's it. And then they're done. That's it. And if you call them out, if you actually call them out, they don't know what to do. People tell me all the time, hey, can you help me with this liberal in my office? Why? Most liberals can't be convinced. There's a reason they're a liberal. Either they hate their daddy, they don't have a daddy, they're mad about it, or they're part of some group that makes them feel like they're not part of the bigger group. Listen, I'm sorry you weren't chosen for Red Rover to ever get to come over. But I'm not engaging in group therapy for people that feel sorry for themselves. And that's what most of our political discussion comes down to. I feel picked on because my group is a protected class, and I think you need to do more for me. I think you need to do more for yourself. Nobody's helping me, and I'm not helping you. You need to stop the self-pity. It's un-American. There are plenty of places where that'll work, and this ain't one of them. We don't wait around on the government to solve our problems. We solve them ourselves. You stay right there. We got more Mark Levin Show coming up. The only thing we really need from government is the protection of our people, and it's the one thing they won't do. Illegal aliens streaming across the border, killing our cops, killing our Border Patrol agents, killing our citizens, trafficking in sex and drugs, cartels run amok. And what do they tell us? If you oppose it, you're a racist. Muslim terrorists setting up cells in our country every day, setting off bombs and trying to do more. We don't catch Muslim terrorists, by the way. We don't ever catch them and stop them. The only way we know they're here and they're operating is when they fail to set off a bomb because they're stupid. The guy in Times Square, the Pakistani student, he had a truck with enough explosives to blow Times Square to smithereens, and all that neon would be gone. And the only reason he didn't was because he was too stupid. The guy in Portland while they're singing Christmas carols. Pull the van up there. The only reason he was caught is because he was stupid. The Christmas Day bomber. The only reason he was caught is because he was stupid. You see, we're not defending our people and protecting our innocence against these folks. When they try to detonate a bomb and kind of announce, here I go, we swoop in with the local police, grab them, arrest them, and Janet Napolitano announces another victory for law enforcement. What? No, if these people were halfway sophisticated, it would be ugly. Because we're not stopping them. They're stopping themselves because they're stupid. And thank goodness they are. Well, thanks to Mark Levin for having me on. The website is marklevinshow.com. You can send me an email at michaelberry.com. And yes, I read them all. If I can ask you for one favor, if I can give one bit of advice, if there is a takeaway from the show, it is this. Don't listen to Mark Levin every night and do nothing with what you've learned. Don't get mad. Take your country back. That's how this country was born. That's how it was formed. Declarations of independence and wars against foreigners who sought to take this country away from us. Love your neighbor, but be willing to fight for your country. Have a good evening.